Hey everybody, in this episode we're going to talk about social media management scams. Social media management scams, baby, in this episode of SEO bullshit, SEO BS, SEO baloney, whatever you want to call it. But in this episode we're going to talk about social media management scams. I'm outside, by the way. I'm in LA, so it's beautiful out. You can see that. Nice, clear, wonderful out right now. But anyway, when we talk about social media, and we talk about social media management scams, what I really mean is I'm really kind of focusing on management companies, marketing companies, digital media companies that offer these types of services. Because when we think about social media, it's the same thing as SEO, okay? Now, I'm really against, if you're thinking about doing SEO, search engine optimization, one of the things is that, you should learn how to do it yourself and or hire somebody in-house. Stay away from marketing companies, SEO agencies, marketing agencies, digital media agencies that offer these services, because when you know SEO, you know a great deal about it. What happens is it's a full-time job, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. Like when people hire me to do their SEO, or a company hires me, they hire me full-time in-house. Bottom line, they're not a marketing company isn't doing it, okay? Too many people are having bad experiences with marketing companies, marketing agencies, and so forth and so forth with SEO services. So it's the same thing when you look at social media management. Okay, when you hire someone to do your social media, right away, I mean, what I would do if I was in your shoes is, for one, learn how to do your own social media. 2, stay away from marketing agencies. Stay away from digital media agencies and stuff like that that offer these services. Why? Because social media is the same thing as SEO. Social media it's a full-time job to manage social media. Bottom line, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week to manage your social media. Now, I used to work in digital media agencies. I used to work in SEO agencies and so forth. So I kind of know the inside scoop. So when you hire an agency or marketing agency, especially to manage your social media, the biggest thing they do is cut corners. They're not managing anything. They're not engaging with nobody within your audience. All they're doing is, bottom line, all they're doing is using a social media management tool. Sometimes, lots of times anymore, SEO tools like SEMrush. Inside SEMrush, there'll be a social media management side, a social media management tool inside SEMrush, so you can schedule your posts. So that's what I mean by a social media management tool. If you're not experienced with it, it's just a scheduling tool, so you can plan out and schedule all your posts out for the entire month or the entire week or the entire day if you like. So that's all they're doing. Second thing is, you're going to really have to look at, okay, what are they really doing? And most of the time, with a lot of companies I worked for, most of the time when they manage social media, most of the time they would only do maybe 2 posts a month, okay, 2 posts a week. So what are they really doing for you? That's what you have to understand, okay? What are you paying for? Okay, how much are you paying, and what are they really doing? So for example, one company I worked for, their social media, within inside a package, they did 2 posts per month. Are you kidding me? 2 posts per month. So they would sit down for 10 minutes, create 2 posts, stick it in a scheduler for a month, and forget about it. That's it. No engagement, no nothing. So this is what agencies are doing. Now, I'm not saying all agencies are bad. I know I'm picking on agencies and marketing agencies and SEO agencies a little bit, but they're just not doing the right thing, bottom line. If they were, you would be getting results. But most people I talk to are not getting results. The reason why you're not getting results across the board is because they're not doing the work. Bottom line, they're cutting corners. They're cutting corners to scale their own services. That's what they're doing. They're cutting corners because they have too many clients to try to manage. So when you're managing 80 clients a month, well, guess what happens? Just common sense. They're going to cut corners. They're going to cut corners to get things done. So the same thing happens in social media, just like the same thing happens in SEO. Okay, now let's kind of switch this up. You kind of get it. It's to the point. But what would I be doing for social media? Now, one of the things with social media, even if you look at my social media, it's horrible. compared to giving people advice on it, stuff like that, because lots of times I just don't have the time to manage my social media accounts like I know I should. Okay. So don't look at my social media, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's horrible. But if you're really into social media and you really want to build up your brand in social media, or you're an influencer, this is what I would do. Okay. For one, when you look at posting, is right now is posting about 4 posts a day. Okay. 4 posts a day. I didn't say 4 posts a month from these marketing agencies. I didn't say 2 posts a month from these marketing agencies like they tell you. 4 posts a day, and that's really across networks. So let me give you an example. Let's say if you have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So 4 posts on each. Okay, now it might not be the same post. Okay, you don't really want to, what I post on Facebook is the same thing I post on Instagram, the same thing I post on Twitter, and the same thing I post on YouTube. No, you have to mix it up, okay? Because you have different followers on different networks, okay? So 4 posts a day. Now, when you start doing 4 posts a day, now you have to look at engagement. Okay, this is the same advice I give businesses when I look at their mediocre social media or the mediocre Facebook page. And I don't mean to be rough and gruff, but even my page is mediocre. One of the things I see with businesses and their business page and their business Facebook page or their business LinkedIn page and so forth is that for one, they're posting sometimes once a month, twice a month, once a week. The second thing they do is post all business stuff, or they post all salesy stuff. Okay, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Well, yes, we're in the market of selling, okay, but people don't want to be sold all the time. Okay, it's the same thing with email campaigns. Okay, when you have a marketing agency manage your email campaigns, what starts happening is they have an intern or somebody with 1 or 2 years of experience managing your email campaign, and all they do is make it sound salesy. So your email campaigns don't do you any good, or you don't get the result you really want because you're selling people all the time. People don't want to be sold all the time. So, yes, we're in the market of sales. Yes, you want people to buy your product and so forth, but people want to know you, okay, as you as a person. People want to know me. People want to know Chad. People want to know what I'm about, my personality, what I like to do, so forth. So you have to blend that in with your professional pages. Okay, you know what I mean? The people don't want to be sold. People don't want to do business to business all the time. People want to know. People want a face behind a brand. People want to know who they're buying from. Bottom line. So when you have a business page, yes, you want to do business posts and professional posts, but people want to see you. People want to see a face behind a brand. This is what makes your brand stronger and stronger. People want to see you and get to know you. They want to see your life behind the curtains. Okay, well, they want to see the life behind you wearing a suit and tie all day long. They want to see the real you, and you have to post those pictures. You have to post those, mix them into your business. Don't be so salesy all the time, okay? Another thing with engagement is when people comment on your stuff, you have to comment back. Okay, when you read people's stuff, reply to them, and don't just reply corny replies like "that's great information," thumbs up. I do that too, but give a real reply. Put some time into it. People can see, and people know. You can't fool people. People know that if you put some real time into it. Okay. Now, with engaging, what that means is when you're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, you're searching yourself. You're searching for things that you're into. And when you find things I'm into, I'll give you an example. If I'm searching and I see a blog that I'm really into and I read the blog, then I'm going to comment on the blog and I'm going to give a real comment. Okay, it might be a lengthy comment, but I'm going to give a real comment. That way people get something out of it. Then when you leave a comment, of course, they see your name, they see your business, they see something linked to you, And the same thing with Facebook, or same thing with Instagram. When you start leaving comments, people see that. And when you give people a real comment, or you give somebody real advice, or it's thought through, I mean, people pay attention to that, and they go back over to your Facebook page and kind of check you out. That's what the whole engagement is about. So when I say social media management is a full-time job, that's why it's a full-time job, because you're posting throughout the whole day. Then on top of it, you're engaging with people. You're getting in and talking with people and messaging people and commenting on threads, and people comment back and you talk to people. That's engaging. That's what real social media management is. Okay, it's tough. It's hard work. It takes work. This isn't the fluffy and rainbows in the background and stuff like this. This is real advice. And I know people, I won't mention names, but I know people that really do this, and it works. When they really get on and they realize social media management is a job, and they really put time into it, and they really care about their audience, they really care about people, and they take the time, and a lot of time, to engage over a period of time, it really pays off for them. It really, really does. And that's the best advice I can give you with social media management. One, I will kind of repeat kind of what I said, because I kind of rambled on and on and on. So I'll kind of recap here before we sign off on this episode of SEO BS with social media management scams. One, stay away from marketing agencies. I mean, if a marketing agency is going to do the best job for you with social media, they are going to charge you a lot of money. Bottom line. You know what I mean? Like, if they're really going to post 4 posts a day, and they're really going to get inside and do user engagement that's going to take 4, 5, 6 hours a day, well, guess what? They're going to charge you a lot of money. Bottom line, they're not going to charge you $500 or $1,000 or $250 a month or whatever. You go after it. Even if some place charges you $2,000 a month, they're really only going to post maybe 4 posts a month for you, 5 posts a month, and all they're doing is stick it inside a scheduler. And then they're forgetting about it. Okay, take that money, put that money someplace else in your business, be a little bit more wise with your money. That's what I can say. Either you do it yourself. If you do it yourself, what happens is you know your audience. Okay, you know what your audience likes. Okay, especially when you start going to paid ads. Hint, hint. If I know what my audience likes, okay, if I know what posts are doing really good, if you're really familiar with Facebook and Instagram, okay, I know that if I do a post, Facebook will message me and say, this post is outperforming all your other posts. It's popular. So I start paying attention to that, and that's what helps me run my ads, because I already know what's popular or not. And you only get this when you get really, really good with social media, and you get really good with social media management, and you do user engagement and stuff, and so forth and so forth. Sorry, my hand's shaking because I've been holding the camera for so long. But anyway, let me change hands here. Got the sun going on over here and stuff like that. Try to get out of sun, stuff like that. We can see here. But that's what I would do. Another thing what I would do is 4 posts a day. Okay, scattered throughout. Maybe start at 8 p.m., noon, about 4 or 5, 10 p.m. at night. There's other things in there that I'll try to give you some information. You can also reach out to me and stuff like that. So 4 posts a day, but it means every channel. It's not just 4 posts conglomerate. So every single channel that you have, or every channel that you really want to focus on. The big thing is, besides the post, you're not just posting and forgetting user engagement. You're engaging, you're spending time on social media, okay? The average person right now, spends around about 2.5 hours a day. 2.5 hours a day, that's the average person that spends on social media, spends on their iPhone, just farting around, okay? So if you don't have time, I'm gonna call bullshit on you. I'm gonna call BS on you. Because the average person spends 2.5 hours a day on their phone, on social media. So you have time. So if it means you doing it yourself, you have time to do it. You might not have 8 hours a day to do it, but you have at least a couple hours a day that you can put into your social media management. So user engagement is huge. Then it's being real with people, okay? If you're running a Facebook page, a business page, okay, put stuff about you personal, what you're doing through the day. Stay away from all the salesy stuff all the time. Stay away from all the business stuff all the time. Yes, we want to incorporate that stuff in, but think about your brand. The powerful things with brands right now that's been going on for the last several years. People want to see, your audience wants to see a face behind a brand. They want to see the real you. You know, if I'm a face behind my brand, if I'm the face behind Conquering SEO or whatever, or business, you know, people want to see me. People want to see my real personality. People want to see me in my real life. They don't want to see the business chat all the time. That's just bottom line. You know, when I go in and consult businesses, small businesses, that's the biggest thing I see when I look at their brand, is they're too businessy. They're afraid to kind of be real. They're afraid to be real with people. But realness will strengthen your brand. But other than that, my friends, that's really it with social media management scams. You know, I just wanted to reach out to you, let you know kind of my thoughts on it. Since I work in the industry and I see kind of behind the scenes and I see kind of what goes on, and it kind of just makes me fucking angry when I think about it, what we do to clients lots of times. But kind of, you know, kind of spread some light on you. That way you can make decisions yourself. You know which way to go. You can make the best decisions for you and your business, and really kind of give you some nuggets to chew on, where you can kind of take off and kind of start applying them to your business, applying them to your life, and start getting some flipping ass results, because that's what it comes down to. If marketing agencies are not getting you results, you know, stop doing the what's that called? Stop doing the what is it? Definition of insanity, something like that, where this marketing agency screwed you, but you go to another marketing agency, and then you go to another marketing agency. That's a definition of insanity. You're just doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again, but you're getting the same results. That's why I want to say it, so I get it out of my mouth. But you know, if they're taking advantage of you, then get away from them. Stop going to marketing agencies. You know, learn how to do it yourself. Find somebody like me. Find somebody that will help you out and show you and give you some honest fucking feedback. That way you can get some results, because that's what it's about. And when the marketing agencies are stealing your money, especially small businesses, you know, if you're paying them $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month, that's a lot of flipping money. You know, you can, you know, two grand a month, you can put that money towards something else that's important in your business, rather than paying a marketing agency to manage your social media and or do your SEO for you, which I know they're not doing 100%. But anyway, that's all, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in for the episode of SEO BS. I'm Chad Napier. Also, comment below if you have any questions. Comment below. I do my best to kind of answer them, and or you can reach out to me. Go to conqueringseo.com. You can reach out to me over there, or reach out to me on this video on YouTube. Other than that, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode.